introduce Michael Voity, who will be speaking to us today about the NANOG nomination and voting progress. Michael's an engineer at the University of Vermont and chair of the NANOG election committee. So thank you and welcome, Michael.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. Waiting on my colleague, Chris Rogers, to come up here. I wanted to, before we start here, I wanted to call out our fellow committee members as well and thank them for all the input that they have given us so far in getting us here to NANOG 94 for this presentation. Without your help and making this presentation and doing the survey, we wouldn't be standing here today. I'd like to thank Frank Basso, who's currently our vice chair, Chris Rogers, of course, right here, Courtney Hoaglander, Dave Freint, Fergus McKay, Tom Beecher, Tony Tabor, Val, who's our representative from NANOG. Thank you, Val. Without you, a lot of this wouldn't be possible. I haven't gotten to him yet, but also thank you, Steve Feldman, for your help from the board. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. Thank you again. I've said that a few times. So moving right along here, why do we vote at NANOG? Well, we vote at NANOG to elect the board of directors, which you'd heard previously in the last presentation, for board of directors, and also approve or reject any new bylaws for the organization. We call for candidates, nomination windows open, and we have a nomination process. Anything you want to add? Okay. And the people that have been elected are on your screen right now. And you just met all those people prior to me coming up to here. And we, the NANOG committee, voted for all these people, and we are the ones that put them in office here as directors of the board. Okay. Responsibilities of the board. The biggest responsibility is nonprofit governance. Oversee and evaluate the executive director and the organizational health, renew, monitor, review, and policies and practices. Leadership, partnering with the executive director, the committees, and the members to guide the organization's mission and direction, which is forward. Stewardship, ensure dedication and use of assets for the benefit of the community.
And NANOG is a nonprofit, and like many nonprofits, there's a lot of differences between them. So any experience from really any sort of nonprofit can be helpful.
Yes. Not necessarily a CPA, but it'd be nice. Nomination process. If you haven't seen it before or heard about it, we're going to kind of explain that. Who can nominate candidates?
Members in good standing.
So, pardon me, myself, I am a member, I believe, in good standing, and so is Chris, and so we could be nominated for the board. Who can stand as a candidate?
Members in good standing.
Once again.
But it's also important to know that you can be nominated even if you're not a member, and you have an opportunity to become a member in order to accept the nomination.
That is correct. Like Leslie had mentioned earlier in her thing about becoming a NANOG member tonight to attend the NANOG members meeting tomorrow. That'd be pretty cool if we got some people to join overnight. And I've seen it in the past at other NANOGs where people have joined overnight to then become a member at the members meeting. Let's hope we can have that happen again tonight, which would be great. How and where do you nominate?
You can do it on the website, and there's an email that goes out in August to kind of kick that process off. It'll have a link, but you can also log into the NANOG website and do it from there.
What is the timeline calendar for the nomination process?
You may never guess this, but it starts in August, and it goes through September.
Excellent, excellent. And the NANOG elections occur during the NANOG at NANOG 95 in late October. We're talking about this year, but if there's one for 2026, it'll happen at the fall NANOG,
Yep.
which would be a couple, I can't count that high. Why your experience matters. Did I get to that one? Yes, thank you. There will be candidates, sorry, there will be a candidate form for you to complete if you choose to nominate yourself or be nominated to become a board member if you wish to stand. Information and background on that form will help the membership understand you and your goals as part of your candidate profile. And if you're standing as a board candidate, this will also help us know your experience and how it applies.
There's a lot of us that are involved in a lot of things outside of this room, and not everyone knows each other that well. So this is an opportunity to kind of brag about your own skills, your own experience, and tell us a little bit more about why you think you'd be a good member.
Thanks, Chris. And a call to action. Become a member if you're not currently one.
If you are one, please make sure that you're up to date, your dues are in good standing.
Watch for the email, newsletter, social media announcements, Discord channel, the NANOG channels that the moderation committee was talking about in the previous presentation. And we want to hear from you. As a NANOG election committee, you can find us in the halls. Chris and I have been wandering the halls pretty good, and we've also been at the committee support desk in between and during sessions. You can send us an email at elections@nanog.org. Anyone have any questions for the NANOG election committee? And we'll attempt to answer them. All right. Thank you. We appreciate it.